again and welcome. My name is Miriam and I work for Wonthaggi YMCA. So this is class 2 of fundamental beginners Pilates for people who maybe haven't done much work with their core before but would like to get some work going so that it's strengthened, which helps support your entire body. A strong core helps support your back and enables all your limbs and all your other muscles to work more effectively. So let's have a go. We'll start by standing, just starting with some stretches to begin with. So if you can, reach your arms up as high as you can and really stand tall. Just stand tall, reach up towards the ceiling if you can. Take a breath in, reach up, and then relax down. Let's go again. Breathing in, reaching up. So all through this class, just do what you can. If your arms won't reach all the way up, but they'll go part way, that's absolutely fine. The aim is to feel like you're standing tall and relax and breathe out and come down. Let's go again. One more time. Breathing in, reaching up, reaching tall. Really feel like your spine is lengthening and you're going taller and taller. And relax and ease down. That's great. We'll do some movements with our shoulders and back, just working from our upper spine. Start off, take a breath in through your nose, expand your chest, and then as you exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest. Look down at your feet, and then as you breathe out, now breathe in and lift your chin and look towards the ceiling. Exhale again and chin to chest, and just roll gently. Let your shoulders just curl over a little bit. Breathe in and lift your chin again up towards the ceiling. One more time. Exhaling as you come down. So breathe out through your mouth and just gently curl over a little bit. And then breathe up in and come up to neutral again. Let's just do that one more time, and this time, as you curl your chin down, tuck your belly in. Really think about squeezing. Remember, in the first class, we felt like we were squeezing our hips together in the middle. So you've kind of got to squeeze your bottom cheeks together and feel as though your feet don't move on your floor, but you feel as though you're pulling your hips together in the middle. That switches your belly on and supports you. So let's take a breath in first, expand your chest, and then exhale and squeeze together in the middle. Just feel like you're switching everything on. Feel how your tummy firms up as you breathe out, and tuck your chin again and curl over. Feel like your ribs are curling over towards your hips. Breathe in and lift your chin and face me again. Breathe out and let's try again. So breathing out, pull everything in together. And then let your chin tuck towards your chest and curl your upper chest over. Breathe in again. Let's try that one more time. We call these roll downs. We're just doing the upper body first, and we'll work on into future classes. In breath, out breath, tuck your chin, squeeze everything, squeeze your belly, switch everything on, and keep rolling your shoulders. Just roll them down a little bit so your hands will be about mid-thigh at the moment. Inhale and come up again. Great. So we'll just remember that. We'll work on it some more. I'm going to come towards the camera and change it so that it's angled more down towards the floor, and we'll come down to the floor. So while I'm doing that, you come down to your mat or onto the carpet, and we'll continue on. So now we're on the floor, feet are on the floor and our knees are bent, level with our hips. So just as we did just now, rolling our upper body down, we're going to curl our lower body down. It's exactly the same movement. As we breathe out, we kind of pull our hips towards each other, and you'll feel your tummy firm up in the middle, and your bottom will squeeze, and maybe your pelvic floor will lift a little bit. That's what we're aiming for. Add that. So do that as you breathe out. Now breathe in and just relax. Breathe out and squeeze everything. And breathe in Through your nose, expand your chest, breathe out, and let's squeeze again. So everything squeezes. You can't see anything moving much. You might see my tummy flatten a little bit, but you can't see much moving. It's all to do with pulling everything in. And breathe in and relax everything. Let's go one more time, and this time we're going to let our tailbone curl under a little bit. So we're going to switch on so much that we can feel our lower back lower down towards the floor, and our tailbone will curl up a little bit. See how that's happening? So watch if you like first. Big inhale, expand your chest. Exhale, breathe out, push everything in and down. See how my belly's dropping down towards the floor and my tailbone's coming up off the floor, so my bottom lifts just a little bit. Breathe in and let everything come back to neutral. I've moved my hand aside so you can see better what's happening down here. Let's go again. Inhale through the chest, through the nose I mean, and expand your chest. Exhale and press your lower back to the floor, like as if your navel is on a string, that your back is pulling your navel down towards your spine, and your tailbone curls under. And so your bottom lifts a little bit off the floor, and then roll it back down again. One more. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze, curl your tailbone under, and lift your bottom a little bit off the floor, and roll back down. Good job. From here, we're going to try some little bit side bends. So see my hand next to my hip here, next to my bottom. As I breathe out, I'm going to stretch that hand towards the same foot on that side. Taking a breath in, and then breathe out, and kind of just pull your hand towards that foot. So the other shoulder will lift a little bit, and then breathe in and come back to the center. Now the other side. So this hand that's behind is going to stretch towards the foot. Just slide it along the floor. Breathe in, and then breathe out and reach to that other side foot. And breathe in again and come back to neutral. 2 more each side. Breathing in, breathing out, and stretch. Breathe in and come back to the center. Other side. Breathe out and stretch. Breathe in, back to center. 1 more each side. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in. Good. We'll come back to our side body a little later again. Now some chest lifts. Same muscles work as we did when we're doing our pelvic curls, but the upper chest is what's going to lift now. Think of it that as you compress your belly and pull the navel down towards the spine, that will have the effect this time of aiming your ribs to slide towards your hips. So take the pressure off your neck, put one hand behind your head, and the other hand can go on your thigh. So just supporting your head, not pulling on it. First thing to do is to breathe in as always, and then as you breathe out, switch everything on, down here, navel to spine, hips towards each other, and slide your ribs towards your hips as your hand slides up your thigh. Breathing out, breathe in, and roll back down. If you feel like you're not getting very high off the floor, it doesn't matter. The main emphasis is to think about that work, pulling your ribs towards your hips. If you're feeling work happening there, that's all we need. So we just lift a centimetre or 2, that's absolutely fine. Let's come again. Big inhale, exhale, slide the ribs towards the hips. Inhale and come back down. If you want to switch hands, that's fine. Let's go again. 2 more on this side with this hand. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, up again. And lower. Good work. If you like, you could try just one or two, both hands on your thighs. See if before you lift you can tuck your chin and just look at your knees. Breathe in, breathe out, tuck your chin, and let's try sliding ribs towards hips. If it's too much for your neck, come back down again, but slide up as much as you can. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Breathe in and roll back down. Let's try one more. If you need to support your head, go ahead. That's fine. Last one. Exhale, tuck your chin, look at your knees, and roll yourself up using your belly, squeezing everything in from the sides, remember. And breathe in and roll back down. Good. And now some leg floats. We did these in the first class again. So first of all, let's start by lifting heels. So our heels lift up and we lower. Other heel lifts and lower. So just lift and lower, lift and lower. So one heel comes up off the floor and then the other heel. Now this time we'll lift our knees. See if we can lift our knee up. Here we go. So breathe in and then breathe out and let your knee float up. Trying to hinge from the hip, not from the knee. And lowers again. So breathe out. Let that leg float up. And then inhale as you let it drop down again. The breathing pattern is not quite so important here. I mainly want you to concentrate on trying to keep this knee at the same angle so that you're hinging from the hip. That's it. And other side. Lift up and down. Now we're going to see if we can hold. So lift one knee and then see if you can lift the other knee. Press your knees together and your feet come together. That will help you. And see if you can just have a slight angle in your hips here. So your knees are a little bit towards your face. And you can feel just a little bit of work happening in your lower belly to hold your knees up at this position. And then we're going to lower one foot back down again and then the other foot back down. Let's go again. Let's breathe in as we lift one knee and breathe out as we lift the other knee. Bring your knees and feet together so they're touching and there's just a little bit of an angle here. And just hold. Now if you're managing to hold without any discomfort or stress, again, your belly is meant to be switched on. We're meant to have a thinking about our navel pulling towards our spine so that our lower back should be really close to the floor and touching the floor ideally. Lower one leg, lower the other leg. Have a little break, just relax everything. Then we'll add on a little bit more. Alrighty, when you're ready, lift one knee and lift the other knee. Bring the knees and feet together and just hold. And if that's enough for you, that's fine. What we're going to try and do here is lift one arm and lower. And then lift the other arm and lower down. So here without our hands both on the floor, our belly's working just that little bit harder to keep our legs up so that we remain stable. So our legs stay still, the rest of our body stays still, while our arms move slowly up and down. Breathing in as you lift your arm and breathing out as you lower. Good. Lower one leg and lower the other leg and rest. Very good. So our tummy's been working while we've been holding our legs up, just like that. So we're doing very nicely. And now we're going to roll onto our side and bring your knees towards me. So your knees are both bent and your arms are both pointing towards me. So the first class we reached our arm up and over behind. This time we're actually just going to reach this top arm, if you can, reach it up towards the ceiling. And the aim here will be to work our side body a little bit more, just like we did when we were lying on our back and reaching towards our foot with the same hand on that side. So So let's see if we can just start to reach this hand a little bit more towards the ceiling. Take a breath in and reach up towards the ceiling. So your head might come up off the floor. If you need to support it, you can. Reach that hand up towards the ceiling. Feel a little bit of work happening in this side body here. Reach up, breathe out. Keep breathing and lower back down. Now you might like to have your arm, this arm that's on the floor, might like to be long so you can rest your head on it, or maybe get a pillow or a folded towel or something like that. Most people are okay with their head on their arm. We're just here for a few moments. So reach up. Let's go again. Breathe in and reach towards the ceiling. Reach up, support your head. Reach. Breathe out while you're here, but keep reaching. And relax back down. Rest your arm. Let's try one more. Take a breath in. Reach up, reach as much as you can. If your arm won't stretch up that high, you could do a bent elbow. Or you could even have your hand touching the floor and stretch your shoulder. Just reach your shoulder so that your side body feels as though it's working. That's what we want. Let's do one more. So your hand can be down, your shoulder is lifting, or your elbow can lift, or your whole arm can reach up. And lower back down. Great work. So push yourself up gently using your hands. Swing your legs around and you'll come onto the other side. Let's try the other side. Once again, your lower arm can be forward like this with your head resting, maybe on a pillow or on a towel. Or your arm can be long and rest your head on your arm, or bend your elbow so that your head's resting on your hand. Your choice. And again, modify as you need. So this hand might need to stay on the floor. We'll try our lifts again. Take a breath in and lift our shoulder and head off the floor. Or you can lift your elbow, or you can reach your arm all the way up. Reach. Breathe out while you're here. And lower back down again. Rest everything. Good. 3 more. So breathe in and lift. Reach your arm up. Reach up, high up towards the ceiling. Reach, work this side body. And ease down. Relax for a moment. 2 more. So coming up, you might just be here. That's fine. You might be here. Or you might be right up here. And relax down. Last one. Lifting up. Reach if you can. Reach. And lower back down. Very good. A couple more things while we're lying here. So make sure your head's supported. We're going to work our legs now. We're just going to slide our top foot, the foot that's on the top. Just going to slide that forward a little bit. So it's like you're straightening your leg. And back again. Just sliding your foot forwards on the floor, keeping your knees together for the moment, and coming back. So breathing in as you stretch your foot forward, breathing out as it comes back to the other foot, and then forward again, and back. And this time we'll see if we can take our knee forward. So instead of taking our foot straight so our leg straightens out, we're going to try and keep our knee bent and move our knee forwards. Trying to keep our hips stacked on top of each other, not rolling backwards or forwards. So keep your hand on the floor to keep you steady. Bring your knee forward. And lift your knee up just a little bit, as if you're pulling your knee towards your chest, and then take it back so your feet and knees connect again. Try again. This time breathe out as you draw your knee forward. And breathe in as you take it back so your knees stack on top of each other again. 2 more. Slide forward, breathing out, and breathing in to come back. Last one. Slide the knee forward. See, the foot's coming forward, but the knee is staying bent. And come back. Very good. So we'll roll up again, and we'll roll over to our first side. more time. And we'll do that exercise on this side and then we'll shift again. So same again, hand on the floor to support. Try to keep your hips on top of each other. Straighten that top leg so the toe comes towards me and bend. Straighten and bend. Try to breathe in as you come forward and breathe out as you bend again. 2 more. Breathing in and breathing out. Toe comes forward and toe goes back again. And now we'll try the knee coming forward. So the knee will slide forwards and then come back and reconnect. Let's go. This time we breathe out. Why are we breathing out as we slide our knee forward? Because our belly needs to work to pull our leg up. Just the same as it did when we were lying on our back. We breathe out as we lift our knee towards us so that our belly can work to pull us forward, pull the knee forward. Breathing out, slide it forward. Breathe in as we slide it back. Come forward again. And then slide it back. Let's just do 1 more on this side. Good. And then back. So that's a gentle workout for our tummy, pulling our leg forward as well as our side body, working that leg backwards and forwards. So that's actually about 20 minutes now. So that's a preliminary work, and if you want you can stop there, or if you'd like another 10 minutes of slightly more challenging work, you can stick with me and we'll keep going. So we'll come back onto our back. And we're going to, again, lift our heels and then move on to lifting our knees. So, again, lying on your back, your hands are beside you. Just lift your heel and lower, and then lift the other heel. Now we'll quickly move on. So we're going to kind of walk our heels. So we're lifting one heel and then the other. So it's like your heels are walking, lifting up and down, up and down. So up, that's it, like your heels are walking. Just breathing evenly here. Good. And now we're going to see if we can lift our knee. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Good. We're going to lift one knee now. So lift one knee up over our hips, and the opposite arm is going to lift. And down. Lower the foot. Lift the other knee. Lift the opposite arm. And lower the arm and lower the leg. Now here it's really important, because we're going to have 2 limbs off the floor at the same time, really important to concentrate on squeezing the hips together from the sides and work that belly so that we're tightening it up and pressing our navel to our spine. Here we go again. So breathe out as you lift your leg. Breathe in as you lift your arm. Breathe out as you lower your arm. Breathe in as you lower your leg. Switch sides. Exhale and lift the knee. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, lower the arm. Inhale, lower the leg. Good. First leg. Arm. Lower. And leg lowers. Leg lifts. Arm lifts. Arm lowers. Leg lifts. That's great. Let's just try one more. Inhale. Exhale, I beg your pardon. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. If you get the breathing backwards, it doesn't really matter. You just need to remember not to hold your breath and strain. And lower back down. And down. Good job. Let's roll over again. We'll come up to hands and knees. Now, If hands and knees is not suitable for you because your knees won't take it or your wrists or your hands are too sore, you can pretty much do the same thing on your back. But hopefully you'll be able to come with me and be up on your hands. If your wrists get sore, turn your hands into fists and have your hands as fists as you lean on them on the floor like so. But let's try our hands. We're not going to be here for a very long time. So give yourself a break whenever you need to. Last time we slid our hand forward on the floor. This time we're going for our feet. So what we're going to do is slide your feet back behind you, just 1 foot at a time. So 1 foot slides back, remembering to keep our spine level so we're not hunched over and we're not arched with a sway back. Pull your knee back in again. The other foot's going to slide back now. So breathing in, we stretch our foot back behind us, keeping the toe on the floor. Exhale, draw it back in so our knees are level again. Inhale, stretch the first leg back. And exhale, draw it in. Other leg slides back. Breathing in and breathing out as you come back in. Very good. Let's push that foot back. Now brace your belly, work your bottom and see if that leg will float up off the floor. Drop the toe back to the floor and then slide back in so your knees come back next to each other. Other foot, sliding back. Now exhale and see if you can float that foot off the floor and lower it back down and slide back in. Let's try one more. Sliding back, and if your wrists are getting sore, remember, make them into fists instead and lean on your fists. We're just here a little bit longer. So sliding back, inhale, exhale and see if you can lift a little off the floor. Inhale and drop back, exhale again. One more the other side. Slide your foot back, exhale, and see if you can lift a little bit. Inhale and drop it back down and then exhale, come back. If you can, sit back on your bottom and roll your wrists around, give them a little bit of a break. That's great, doing well. Good. Good. So now, last time we did some cat-cow stretches. We call it cat because you arch up like an angry cat and then you come down like an old horse with a sway back. This time we're going to try to go to our side. So again, if your wrists are a little sore, bring your hands into fists and leave them on the floor like fists so your wrists become straight and it's a bit less strain on them. See if you can bring this shoulder towards that hip. So we're going to turn, so you're going to turn towards me. Take a breath in and then as you exhale, see if you can bring your shoulder and hip together. See, I'm curling sideways. I'm bending my body sideways so my shoulder comes towards my hip. And then breathe in, come back to neutral. Now I'll turn away from you to bring the other shoulder towards my other hip. Inhale and then exhale and see if you can turn just a little bit. And then inhale back to center again. One more each side and then we'll do a couple of stretches and finish. Inhale, exhale and curl yourself sideways. Inhale back to center. Last one on the other side. Inhale here and exhale as you turn away and relax. If you can, stretch back to child's pose. Reach your arms forward, relax your hands and let your head come down to the floor. You can take your knees a little wider apart if you need to, and if you can't quite get all the way back, it's all right. Come to your elbows like this and leave your bottom sticking up in the air. That's quite okay. Just rest your head, relax your neck and stretch your arms forward. If you can, come all the way back and stretch your arms forward. Just relax through your back and relax your arms and shoulders. Very good. So coming on up again, just get yourself up to half standing, halfway up, so that you're kind of halfway, hands to shins or knees, and just come up to level, so your hands are on your thighs a little bit. Come halfway up, so we slowly work our way up, and then slowly walk your hands up your thighs. And I'll adjust the camera again. Just lift up a little bit, and we'll finish there. So finish with stretching up and release down. Thank you for joining me again. I do hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.